welcome to SVG-TV's news for Monday, March 17, 2025. I'm Triska Campbell with the details. With the acquisition of Baliceaux, the government will be working closely with the Garifuna community to develop a plan for the island's future. The announcement was made by Prime Minister Dr. Gonsalves during the wreath-laying ceremony on Heroes Day at the obelisk in Dorsetshire Hill. The Prime Minister emphasized that any development on Baliceaux will align with the island's historical significance.
We will set up a mechanism to spearhead the elaboration of a master plan for the development of Baliceaux in accord with the purposes for which we have acquired Baliceaux. We shall take ideas from our parents and from our children, our sons and daughters, at home and abroad, inclusive of the Garifuna and Kalinago community abroad. And we shall do so with a determination that this building of a cultural, historic monument, part of our national patrimony of the highest quality, we consider this in our government to be a great cause.
Baliceaux, a once private island, was officially acquired by the government on March 4th, 2025. During the wreath-laying ceremony on Heroes Day, the visiting Garifuna delegation bestowed Prime Minister Dr. Gonsalves with the Garifuna title of Messenger of Chief Joseph Chattier. Trevor Baliceaux, president of the International Garifuna Council, expressed gratitude for the Prime Minister's acquisition of Baliceaux. He also noted that the Council had been deliberating on a fitting title for the Prime Minister for quite some time.
Lonagle Abuti Chief Joseph Chattier with the staff, and we spoke about it yesterday at the Prime Minister's place, that the year before, 2 years ago, we came together and we said, what do we name Prime Minister Ralph Gonsalves? What's his Garifuna name? And for the record, my Garifuna name is Wind Garabali. Yeah? The name that was manifested to us was Lonagle Abuti Joseph Chattier, which means feel the wind against your skin, messenger of Chief Joseph Chattier. Yes, yes. Once again, this is divine energy. If you've never been in a divine moment, you are in one.
The Prime Minister was also gifted a ceremonial staff by the delegation. He proudly accepted the title, stating that he would wear it in service of the people of St. Vincent and the Grenadines. Speaking at the wreath-laying ceremony, opposition leader Dr. Godwin Friday reflected on the resilience of the Garifuna people, a spirit that continues to endure today. He acknowledged the devastation caused by Hurricane Beryl, which has left many still struggling to recover, and urged them to persevere just as the Garifuna people have done throughout history. Dr. Friday called on all Vincentians to renew their pledge to the nation.
Let us renew our pledge to serve our country with honor and dedication. Let us vow to be heroes in whatever way we can, so that the next generation will look at us and say, we too played our part in shaping the destiny of our nation. And for our young people, as we look to the future, we must recognize the importance of our youth in carrying forward the legacy and spirit of our heroes. Young people of our nation, the torch will be passed to you. That is in the nature of things. The sacrifice and the work of those who went before have provided the foundation upon which to build a brighter future. You are the architects of tomorrow, the leaders, the innovators, the visionaries who will take our nation forward to better days. Believe it Our best is yet to come.
Meanwhile, Minister of Tourism and Culture Carlos James urged citizens to work together to build a stronger and more prosperous country. As the nation observes Heritage Month, the minister encouraged all to recommit to serving the people of St. Vincent and the Grenadines.
I want us to use this occasion for mature and sober reflection, recommitting ourselves in service to our people and resolving to do better than before. It is a period which requires domestic action of togetherness, solidarity, love. And despite the broken and rapidly eroding global political economy, here in St. Vincent and the Grenadines, our eyes are filled with a spark of hope and optimism of the transformational potential of our emerging Vincentian society, centered on social justice, solidarity, equality, and love.
Hundreds of people gathered at the Greiggs playing field on Heroes Day for the Greiggs Garifuna Council Heroes Day event. The Greiggs community held a 5-day series of events leading up to Heroes Day, celebrating Garifuna culture and heritage. President of the Greiggs Garifuna Council, John Nero, expressed his satisfaction with the turnout, noting that the event successfully showcased Garifuna-related activities. Vendors set up 16 huts, many of which featured traditional food and artifacts. On stage, the Garifuna culture was highlighted by performances from indigenous groups, bringing the vibrant traditions of the community to life. Nero emphasized the importance of Garifuna lands, a central theme of the 2025 Heroes Day celebrations, and stressed the need to preserve and respect these cultural landmarks for future generations.
Our theme this year is 120 years strong, honoring our land, building our legacy. We have been occupying these lands for over 120 years. We're thankful to the British colonizers that they granted us lands in 1905 and declared Greiggs to be Greiggs Carib settlement. We have a number of bloodlines on the land and surveyors map. 120 years strong. In order to honor our land, we need to add value to food. So it's about food security, nutrition security, food sovereignty, also energy security. So, as indigenous people, we need to own our own energy, own our own food, own our land.
A major attraction at the Greiggs Heroes Day event was the display of wild animals, which historically formed part of the Garifuna diet. Nero pointed out that it is crucial for the younger generation to gain a better understanding of their ancestors' traditions and culture, especially in relation to food and lifestyle practices that have shaped the Garifuna way of life.
On to the next generation, a foundation on which they can build, a foundation of craft, talent, leadership, expression, and so on. We have 16 huts on the park, 17-ish. The 17th hut actually was for our endemic species. So we had earlier, yesterday we actually had Manikou, Tatu, Buti, Iguana, which actually were a part of the dietary supplement of our ancestors, but it's not one thing.
Meanwhile, Nero also noted that Greiggs Heroes Day serves as an excellent promotion for St. Vincent and the Grenadines' tourism. The event not only attracts locals, but also draws attention to the rich culture heritage of the country, offering a unique experience for both tourists and residents alike.
It's time that we become conscious enough to preserve what is a part of our natural heritage in terms of our endemic species. And so we prefer to eat forestry services for being a part of this year's festival. We want to thank the tourism authority because we foresee that this could be an eco and a heritage tourism park. And that's why Greiggs is so proud to present the premier festival to Singleton Grenadiers as a part of the tourism.
The 20th annual Fancy National Heroes Day Festival also drew a large crowd featuring vibrant cultural performances and traditional foods that showcased the rich heritage of St. Vincent and the Grenadines. The event included a series of speeches from St. Joan Hoyt, president of the Indigenous Peoples Association, which comprises individuals both in St. Vincent and the Grenadines and in the diaspora, encouraged the unity among the Indigenous peoples. Hoyt emphasized the importance of coming together to celebrate shared cultural values and traditions, fostering a sense of pride and belonging for all.
Because in unity, we can move mountains. Joseph Chatouet and the other chiefs, they got together, not only with the yellow Caribs, but with the black Caribs, and we know that they traveled the sea right around here to go past St. Lucia and to go up to Guadeloupe and Martinique to get help from the French to fight against the British. Alas, all that they did was not sufficient for the mighty British Army. Today, we should all think, as I've said before, that this land is our land. And you should be proud that this is our land. Okay? All of us who descended from Joseph Chatouet and his people. God damn it, this is our land. And so, let's fight for it. Let's make sure our government knows this is our land. Let's advocate for good education for our people, okay? Because my mother used to say, when you get a good education, nobody can take it away from you. And I listened to that, and it helped me to be who I am today. And for every little girl or boy in Fancy, and in Owea, and in Sandy Bay, don't let them tell you you're stupid. You're not. Don't let them tell you you're anything but a God-given miracle. Because if you weren't a miracle, all our people would have died. But they didn't. And we are here today. And for all of us, I say onward to bigger and better things.
The government of St. Vincent and the Grenadines remains dedicated to fostering a more sustainable future for its citizens, ensuring that consumers are better protected and aware of their rights. This message was highlighted by Minister of Consumer Affairs Frederick Stevenson in his remarks on World Consumer Rights Day, observed on March 15th. The day is dedicated to promoting consumer protection and raising awareness about the rights and responsibilities of consumers.
The world has become increasingly unpredictable given the changing political landscape. As such, a sustainable lifestyle is no longer an option, but a necessity, requiring us to rethink our consumption patterns, embrace eco-friendly alternatives, and ensure that economic progress does not come at the expense of future generations. The Ministry is working along with the Ministry of Agriculture and other stakeholders to suggest the best way to help ease this burden. We expect to see a rollout of initiatives soon. It is important to always seek out the light in every challenging situation. So while this presents a big challenge, it also offers an opportunity to embrace sustainable practices that can help reduce costs and protect the environment.
Minister Stevenson emphasized that Consumer Protection Act passed in 2022 will serve as a vital tool in ensuring fair trade practices across the board. This act aims to safeguard the rights of consumers while also promoting sustainable practices within the market.
As it relates to rising prices and sustainable solutions, the government is fully aware that consumers are facing the burden of rising prices on essential goods and services due to inflation, supply chain disruptions, and global economic shifts. The government of St. Vincent and the Grenadines is committed to promoting sustainable consumption and ensuring a fair transition to economic-friendly lifestyles. The Consumer Protection Act of 2022 will continue to serve as a vital tool in ensuring responsible trade practices, addressing consumer grievances, and encouraging sustainable business models. We will work alongside other ministries, organizations, and the private sector to implement policies that protect both consumers and the environment.
In his address, Stevenson also provided solutions to the challenges facing consumers, particularly in light of the rising cost of living. He highlighted strategies to help individuals navigate the financial pressures caused by inflation and other factors. These efforts are aimed at empowering consumers to make informed choices that promote both their financial well-being and the environment.
To navigate rising prices while supporting sustainability, consumers can 1. Practice smart spending by investing in durable, reusable, and energy-efficient products. 2. Reduce food waste by planning meals, compost organic waste, and prioritize locally grown produce. 3. Utilize renewable energy by exploring solar power and energy-efficient appliances to lower long-term costs. So talk to the ministry in charge of sustainable development to see what benefits exist. 4. Adopt minimalist consumption by buying only what is necessary, reducing waste and unnecessary expenses. And 5. Stay informed about consumer rights and responsibilities and sustainable initiatives.
Minister Stevenson urged all Vincentians to familiarize themselves with the Consumer Protection Act to better safeguard their interests. He stressed that understanding the legislation is key to ensuring that consumers can protect themselves in all transactions, whether in the marketplace or in the digital space. Workers at the Fisheries Service have been advised by their union, the Public Service Union, not to occupy the building where they work due to safety concerns. PSU President Elroy Boucher stated that workers have reportedly been falling ill due to a mold infestation in the building. Boucher explained that the issue has raised several serious health concerns among staff, prompting the union to take action. He mentioned that discussions with the permanent secretary are scheduled for later in the week to address the matter.
The Public Service Union today instructed the workers at the Fisheries Services to vacate and refrain from occupying the building in which they work, effective immediately due to the identification of mold contamination in the said building. This decision was taken after the union met with the workers, and the union was informed that workers were falling ill, and as a result of the mold infestation, the health of the worker must be protected at all costs. This action by the union prioritizes the health and safety of the worker. This week, Thursday or Friday, the union hopes to meet with the permanent secretary to have the matter addressed.
Boucher said while the workers will continue their duties, they will not be working from inside the affected building. The union is pushing for swift action to ensure the health and safety of the workers, with alternative arrangements being considered. St. Vincent and the Grenadines has signed an agreement with Taiwan aimed at rejuvenating the country's agricultural sector. The Agricultural Productivity, Recovery and Young Farmers Training Project is a collaborative initiative between the two countries, valued at approximately US $3.2 million. The project seeks to restore agricultural productivity, which was severely impacted by Hurricane Beryl in 2024. Additionally, it aims to train and empower young farmers, encouraging greater youth participation in the sector. The agreement was signed by Saboto Caesar, Minister of Agriculture, Forestry, Fisheries, Rural Transformation, Industry and Labor for SVG, and Her Excellency Fiona Fan, Ambassador of the Republic of China on Taiwan. Minister Caesar emphasized the significance of the partnership, noting that it will not only help to restore agricultural productivity, but also ensure that the younger generations play a crucial role in shaping the future of SVG's agricultural landscape. Ambassador Fan reaffirmed Taiwan's commitment to supporting St. Vincent and the Grenadines, highlighting their shared goal of fostering sustainable agricultural growth. The project is expected to make a significant contribution to the resilience of SVG's agriculture sector, offering both immediate recovery and long-term sustainability through innovative training programs for young farmers. Streams of Power Church celebrated its 60th anniversary on Sunday at the Victoria Park under the theme Forward Still, Giving God Glory, marking a major milestone in the church's long-standing history in St. Vincent and the Grenadines. Prime Minister Dr. Afghan Salves delivered brief remarks congratulating the church on this significant achievement. He praised Streams of Power as one of the oldest churches in the country and expressed gratitude to Pastor Daniel for his dedicated contributions to both the church and the nation.
You know, the relationships which you treasure. And I treasure this relationship. And as you would know, it's a relationship that I have never exploited for political purposes, because our relationship is not based on politics. It is based on love.
Member of Parliament for East Kingstown, Dwight Fitzgerald Bramble, highlighted that the power and influence of spiritual institutions like the Streams of Power Church, which are often underestimated. He pointed out that these institutions play a crucial role in shaping the moral and social fabric of society, even if their contributions are not always fully recognized.
60 years, this institution, as I refer to it, is older than any political party in this country right now. It is older than any political party. And I'm saying that to say that the contribution towards national development that the Streams of Power Church has made and continues to make ought to be recognized, not only on its 60th anniversary, but every single day. And Pastor D, Streams of Power brethren and sistren, I want to thank you for making my job as the representative a lot easier, because the values that you have promoted over the years, the community involvement, Pastor D even had me singing at church on the Christmas program. Twice. So I really have to say that sometimes we underestimate the power of institutions and organizations. And in this particular case, where we're talking about an institution of God, sometimes we underestimate the power of God.
In addition, Minister of Education and National Reconciliation Curtis King emphasized that the power of the church should never be underestimated. He noted that churches like Streams of Power provide valuable guidance and support to communities, fostering spiritual growth and promoting national unity.
The churches had recognized that there was a battle to be won for the lives that were going astray. And I pray always that we get back to that sense of evangelism. So when I heard this afternoon that you're talking about starting the revival right here, where it all began with the streams of power, I said that is a good thing. And I really look forward to that. Because let us face it, there's a battle that is taking place. There's a battle that as Christian warriors you have to wage if you're going to turn it around for many of our young people in this nation. And you cannot shirk your responsibility. Of course, it is all of our responsibility. But do not underestimate the power of the church. Do not underestimate the power of Jesus Christ.